Good afternoon, Year 8s. I hope you all survived the exam on Monday and are ready to get into a new topic. Today we are going to start measurement. Once again, if I go too quickly, please put up your hand and ask the relief teacher to pause the video so you can catch up with the notes. Can you all please take out your notebooks, and I'd like you to write measurement at the top, and today we are looking at perimeter. Please write perimeter and then draw those two shapes that I have on the board at the moment. You may need to pause the video now because I'm going to go on quickly. Alright, so the perimeter is the distance around the edge of a shape. The way I remember it is perimeter is the distance around the rim. Perimeter, rim. Make sense? Essentially, if you imagine a little man has to walk around the edge of this shape, the perimeter is how far he would have to walk if he went all the way around. Now, there's a few little points of notation we use for perimeter. One is this little dash. These dashes indicate the lengths are the same size. So for the shape on the right, the shape on the left, the four-sided shape, we haven't labelled all the sides. This side here seems to be missing a length, but because of that red dash, its length is the same as the other length with the red dash. So they're both 5 meters. So if you were asked to calculate the perimeter, you would write P for perimeter is equal to 12 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5. And it's very easy to leave off the side that doesn't have a piece of writing next to it. But please remember that is also a length, giving us 32 meters. Now note the units. If units are given in the question, like here, then they need to be included in the answer. Each time you leave off units from the answer, you'll lose half marks. And it starts adding up towards the end of the test. Alright? Now, if you don't like writing out this entire length of sum, like this, you can take a shortcut. So, for example, take the right-hand shape. That is our hexagon. So our hexagon, if we have P is equal to, we could do 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. Or we could write P is equal to 6 times 7, because there are 6 lots of 7. 42 centimeters. Now, if you look at page 255 in a minute when you start doing the questions, there are a whole series of little formulas to help you calculate the perimeters of regular shapes easily. But essentially, both ways work. You can either add all the sides together, like we did here, or you can take a shortcut using multiplies. I'd really like you to become comfortable with both methods. Okay? And once again, remember the units. Now, moving on to slightly more complex shapes, although not much. Here we have a parallelogram. And once again, we see the notation of the red dash. So the lines with a single red dash through them means they are of the same length. In our case, 10. If we want to write another pair of lines, we use double dashes. And another pair or more, triple dashes, and so on. The idea is to save us writing down lots and lots of numbers and cramming diagrams with numbers when we can usually just use little dashes instead. So the perimeter here is equal to 10 plus 14. Now note, we aren't given any units. So in our answer, we just have to write 24 units. Alright. Now, something slightly more complex. We still need to copy, can you please copy this down in your books quickly? And use rulers and pencils and make it nice and neat. The general rule for this topic will be, if there's a diagram provided in the book, say a picture, then you don't necessarily need to copy it down. You will have to copy my diagrams for notes, but from working from the book, you won't have to copy every diagram down. However, if it's a worded question in the book or a diagram isn't given, then you're expected to copy down or draw a diagram to let you work off it. When drawing diagrams, please use a ruler and please use pencil, a sharp pencil. I know some of you aren't especially neat, and you know that I'm not especially neat, but with diagrams it is important to try and make them as neat as possible. It minimises careless errors. Alright, if you look carefully here, you'll notice there are a couple of sides where our measurements aren't given. We don't know the length of this side, and we don't know the length of this side. And there are no dashes through them, so we can't say that they're the same as any other side. So instead, we have to use a bit of, let's call it deduction. Essentially, let's look at this length here. That's the one we're trying to find. Alright. If you take the bottom side of 10 centimetres, then you can think about it this way. Our question mark at the top plus this 6 must be equal to that entire 10. So what plus 6 equals to 10? Well, 4. Question mark solved. Similarly, if that entire length down there, the highlighter doesn't work this way properly, that length is 9, then what question mark plus 2 is equal to 9? Well, 7 centimetres. And now we have all the sides labelled. So we can say that our perimeter is equal to 4, tick, plus 7, plus 6, plus 2, plus 10, plus 9. Giving us a total of 11, 17, 19, 29, 38 centimetres. Alright, so starting off nice and simply, what I'd like you to do is go page 256 of your books and do questions 1 to 8, green. You can finish these for homework, please. Enjoy.